Hi, everybody. Mark Bertig at Heritage Conference Media Day at USIC Stadium at Conemaugh Valley High School, and I'm with Marion Center head coach Adam Rising, and the Stingers Report being brought to you by who else? Weaver's Pools and Spas, your full-service swimming pool and spa dealer. Find them on Philadelphia Street or call Weaver's Pools and Spas at 724-463-SWIM. Well, we could use a little dip after being in the heat here for a couple of hours on Media Day. Adam, it's been hot, but it's always a fun day because football season is right around the corner. I think everybody's excited.
Absolutely. It's a great time of the year. And speaking of Weavers, I was just in there last week to give them a water sample for my pool.
Well, I'm sure they got it straightened out.
They sure did. Camden and Ross take care of us pretty well. So made my wife happy, and that was a good day.
You know, I heard this on the radio today, so I'm going to ask you, since we were talking about the excitement of the start of the season. The question was asked of a coach, football. What does it mean to you?
Oh, it means relationships, camaraderie, making an older guy feel young again, I guess, coming under the lights on a Friday night. Hopefully, us as a coaching staff we're a small slice of the pie in shaping young men to be good people and be good citizens and hardworking individuals. And I think that's a the awesome thing with football. There's so many great life lessons that come from the game of football that these guys can carry into their life. And winning's important, but seeing guys win after they leave us is more important.
It certainly is. Last year, 3-7 for the Stingers didn't go the way you wanted it to go, but a strong junior high team. So you'll be getting some reinforcements. A lot of times that doesn't happen right away, but it's got to be exciting to get them into the mix.
Yeah, absolutely. Great group of guys coming up through into our JV program. And, guys like Parker Black last year and Dakota Bracken and Liam Cornetto, great group of guys. To finish 3-7, can't replace guys like that. But, like we talked on the way down, we're a lot further ahead this time of year, Mark, than we were a year before, from what we've done to install, to team camps, to 7-on-7s, to everything that we do in off-season, weight room, so forth. And these guys are hungry. They're hungry to get back into the playoff hunt, and that's one of our goals this year.
You returned 7 starters on offense, 8 on defense. Does that sound about right? So a lot of experience coming back.
Absolutely. A lot of great experience. We got a good, solid senior leadership. We should have 8 seniors out, but guys I brought today, Alex Stewart, we look to do a lot with him offensively and defensively. He's put a lot of time in the weight room, and just a real good leader with us. Kobe Hankinson, looking for some good things on him from offensively. He's a tight end, linebacker on defense. Mason Mantini wasn't able to be with us this evening, but he's a big, strong boy that is really going to anchor the line up front offensively and defensively. Colin Anderson has had a lot of football experience. Again, look for him to be a two-way starter. Isaac Bass has been an animal for us offensively and defensively. Lakin Bailey is going to see some significant playing time. And we have some positions open, up front. It's going to be a battle here between Gage Pennington, Anthony Douglas, Carter Knox, and, look for Landon Cook. He had a lot of time the last year as well as a sophomore, offensively and defensively. Drew Runk's a great kid, battling out, between a slot, running back, quarterback, along with Camden Rising that's seen a lot of playing time. Mason Plousnock's going to be a key starter for us this year offensively and defensively. He's fast, good hands, and Ethan Brooks as well. So on defensive side, Jason McClellan has been a linebacker for us, and a lot of the same names I mentioned between Cook, Mantini, Besa, Anderson, Hankinson, Stewart. Austin Saxville's been getting a lot of key time in the secondary. So, yeah, I'm excited with the guys that, we have right now and the time that they've put in, Mark, up until this point. So we'll find out Monday who's ready to rock and roll for the first day of heat camp.
Yeah, that's for sure. It's if it's like today, it'll be productive for you, I'm sure. Coach, you look at the conference with the newcomers coming in. I'm looking at your schedule, and let's see here. You'll go to Conemaugh Township, and actually you'll scrimmage Conemaugh Valley, so you'll welcome them to the Heritage Conference at your place.
Yeah, absolutely. with CV coming up for the first week, a chance to talk to their coach today, meet them, and talk about the scrimmage schedule. And it's exciting. It's exciting to see our conference grow. I said, I was a senior when Heritage Conference formed back in 2000. So it's neat to see how far the conference has come and see some new faces and some new players and, not really knowing much about them and probably likewise with them knowing anything about us. So it seems like a good group of guys, some good programs. And, again, it's going to be a good mix between a lot of single-A schools and some double-A schools within our conference. And I know our kids are excited and yeah, it's a really neat thing to see.
What about your numbers this year?
Our numbers, we should be in that 32, 34 range, a little bit lower than I'd like to be. We'll find out Monday for sure who, guys that from a commitment standpoint. And but like I always said, you need solid guys to put a lot of time in, commitment for the off season. And the younger guys coming up through, our JV guys, I expect, some of our ninth graders to see key starting time or at least key playing time this year. It's like most schools. We got to stay healthy since we are thin on numbers. Hitting is going to be a lot less minimal, which is, a little bit against my philosophy from a coach. But we have to be smart and strategic throughout the week and really coach our guys up from an X and O standpoint so we can stay healthy for Friday nights.
I want to ask you this: with the junior high team coming up, how important is it to you to get a meaningful JV schedule in?
It's huge, Mark. Last year, I told our sophomore group, again, that played a lot of football, that hey guys, I'm going to need you on Mondays. The more football you play, the more you develop your football IQ. Yes, I asked a lot of guys, playing Friday and turn around, need to play Saturday morning or Monday. We had a heavy JV schedule last year, was solidifying what we're doing again from an X and O standpoint, and I think it helped us throughout the course of the season with those guys seeing more playing time. So I always say, hey, if we can put 12, 13 together for a Monday, we're going to try our best because that's huge. Those guys got to continue, and they work hard throughout the course of the week. Those scout teams getting our Friday night guys ready, and so it's always a reward to get those younger guys an opportunity to play football on Saturday morning or Monday afternoon.
Coach, thanks for doing this. Conemaugh Valley is your scrimmage. You'll open up with Homer Center. Believe it or not, I'm going to miss that game, one of a few in 30-some years. So I'll miss being up on the hill out there at Marion Center, but I'll see you along the way, I'm sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we're excited, and we appreciate everything you folks do throughout the course of this season to represent our conference in football.
I know you like those early morning calls from Todd Marino for Coach's Corner. Coach, this report of Marion Center football has been brought to you by
Weaver Poles and Spas.
You got it. Previewing the Marion Center Stingers with the Nats included. I'm Mark Bertig on Renda Digital TV.